Mythos is being talked a lot about. What is your guidance to the banks as of now? How are you coordinating with them to ensure that it exposes vulnerabilities in the system? What is your guidance and how are you looking at the evolving situation with regard to Mythos?
See, it's always been that the banks in India, because of the greater digitization that has been happening over the decades, that we are adequately prepared for meeting any challenges which come because of technology-related, risks. So firewalling the system, periodically making sure your systems are upgraded, newer apps are brought in for customers' safety and security, for privacy and so on. This has been an ongoing exercise, and Indian banks in fact have done very well for themselves, that there has not been a major incident over the decades. Every time they've been up on the game. But now, because of the new challenge which is coming in the name of Mythos, about which not much is known, not very many people have tested or tried. MeitY is an active engagement. The Ministry of Electronics and Telecommunications is an active engagement with the various authorities, governments across the globe, and also with technology companies to understand how this is going to play out and what is the kind of preparedness we need in India. So yesterday's meeting was in that context. So all the while what we've had, and therefore proved ourselves that we are careful and protective of our customers, may not be sufficient. They need to be there, they need to improve, they need to grow. But we need something new and something far more versatile to be able to counter the newer threats which are likely to come. On that, I had a meeting with all the banks. MeitY Minister himself was present with me. Secretary, Department of Financial Services, Mr. Nagaraju, was also there. So actively now, the banks have been told to work together. As Chairman IBA, Chairman of CMD State Bank of India will be leading that effort. And in the coming weeks, there will be a lot of interaction within the banks, understanding where more investments will have to be made, what kind of technologies can come in, how AI itself can be used for countering this AI-born challenge. Works are happening on that.
Ma'am, one question as far as the larger banking system and the distribution there is concerned, especially with respect to distribution of financial products. Do you think an open architecture is what is needed at this point of time, where banks should tie up with multiple insurance or mutual fund companies and not restrict to one, which is their promoted insurance company or mutual fund company? Do you think that is required for greater benefit?
These are things which the committee will be sitting and working under the IBA chairman, which is being formed, which is part of IBA itself. There's no new committee. Don't ask me, what's happened to that committee? There's no new committee. The IBA chairman with the IBA will be talking to banks to understand how best to go about it. What are the vulnerabilities? By keeping one, by keeping several, by having different vendors but not having some. So all these are going to be worked out.
मैम, आपने बात की लेगेसी जो है इंडस्ट्रियल लेगेसी को रिवाइव करने की। मैम, यहाँ पर एक और चर्चा चल रही है कि बहुत से बिजनेसेस जो अफेक्ट हुए हैं वेस्ट एशिया क्राइसिस की वजह से, भले ही वो एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट से रिलेटेड हो या फिर ज़मीनी तौर पर भी अगर हम बात करें, कोई फूड स्टॉल है जो एलपीजी क्राइसिस से हिट हुआ था, क्या उनको भी सरकार किसी तरह की राहत देने के बारे में विचार कर रही है?
See, I think you're clubbing so many different things together. On the LPG, continuous monitoring by a group of ministers headed by Sri Rajnath Singh is looking into it, and largely in this country, I think LPG is now being attended to every customer. If there are one or two who are having a problem, if it is brought to our notice, we are addressing it. LPG shouldn't be mixed up with this. If there were difficulties because of the US tariff, we brought in a system through which any affected party, to the extent that they are exposed to the US market, we will give support, and that was launched even last year. So that is taking care of that particular issue. Now Middle East, because of state of Hormuz crisis, we'll see what best we can do. These are constantly moving challenges. You can't club all of them and say, oh, therefore. Each challenge is being addressed. Each challenge will be responded to.
Ma'am, FNO losses challenges that you addressed in your budget speech. Ma'am, going ahead also some sort of action we'll see on the FNO because there are a large number of people who are losing their money in FNO segment.
It is only on 1st February that I came up with one announcement. 1st April is when it's commencing the new year. And we are only on 24th. 24 days in the new year, in the new financial. High level committee for, yes, I spoke about it now. You'll get to know soon. Okay?
Will making large banks be a part of the TOR for the committee? Or you just mentioned it's futuristic banking. So would it, because twice in your speech you really...
Let's be clear. A TOR doesn't give you a solution. The TOR is given to the committee to say what you want us to do in order that we have banking which can address 2047. Can I put in my TOR, oh, large banks? I want the committee to say whether they want large banks, small banks, medium-sized banks. So my TOR should be giving them maximum space to think and tell us how best we can handle this.
Madam, just on...
Others can ask.
For IDBI, just highlights would you like to give on this because of the disinvestment?
Which meant?
IDBI.
IDBI disinvestment will go on. You knew it was publicly announced as to why it had to halt.
Right.
We will still go on.
And for consolidation across the PSU bank space, anything that you would like to highlight? For
At the moment, there's nothing for me to say because if there's a committee appointed, I'd go do the job which may or may not be recommended by the committee. We'll wait for the committee's recommendation. युद्ध का अभी मैं कुछ स्पेसिफिकली बोलने का विषय है ऐसे मैं समझती नहीं. एक मिनट. युद्ध का अभी बातचीत चल रही है अमेरिका और ईरान के बीच में. क्या जल्दी से कुछ निष्कर्ष होगा, समझौता होगा या ये ऐसे ही चलेगा? अभी तो सैंक्शन नहीं है. हम किसी से भी तेल मंगवा सकते हैं, खरीद सकते हैं. सो वो सैंक्शन नहीं है, हालात कंटिन्यू हो रही है और बातचीत भी चल रही है. हम थोड़ा वेट करके देखते हैं, उसके बाद बोल पाएंगे. What has that got to do with elections?
मैम, आपने बात की कि ह्यूमन इंटरवेंशन बहुत जरूरी है एआई के दौर में. सिर्फ एक कमेंट देना चाहेंगे. बहुत से लोगों का थोड़ा सा विश्वास भी डगमगाया जो हमने नॉट स्टेट बैंक, इट्स अ वेरी सिक्योर बैंक, लॉट ऑफ सिस्टम्स आर चेक, बट इन अदर बैंक्स व्हिच मेड न्यूज लाइक IDFC फर्स्ट और मेबी कोटक महिंद्रा, जहाँ पर बड़े बड़े फ्रॉड्स की बात आई, उसको उन फ्रॉड्स को आप किस तरह से देखते हैं एक प्रोटेक्शन के तौर पर?
स्टेट बैंक आपने जो बताया वो सही है. स्टेट बैंक अच्छा सा प्रोटेक्शन के साथ चल रही है. ज्यादातर हमारी बैंक 99% सही ही चल रही है. इनफैक्ट आई वुड से 100%. मगर जो विषय आपने उदाहरण के नाते बता रही हो वो टेक्नोलॉजी का विषय नहीं है. टेक्नोलॉजी को दुरुपयोग करते हुए एक आध व्यक्ति, चाहे वो बैंक वाले हो, चाहे वो बाहर वाले हो, चाहे वो सरकार में काम करने वाले हो, इन तीनों का तालमेल और इन तीनों का एकजुट हो करके बैंक का या सिस्टम को गेम करते हुए ये सब हुआ है. मैं एकदम टेक्नोलॉजी ठीक नहीं है इसके कारण हुआ है ऐसे बोल नहीं सकती. इसीलिए बैंक हमारे भारत देश एकदम अच्छा सा टेक्नोलॉजी में सिक्योर है, कोई किसी का दिक्कत नहीं. जो विषय आपने उतारे उसके लिए जांच हो गया है. एक में खत्म हो गया, दूसरे में एक्शन जांच चल रही है और एक्शन भी तुरंत उठा रहे हैं बैंक और सरकार भी, हरियाणा सरकार इन दैट केस. सो वो ठीक है. वो पूरे बैंकिंग सेक्टर के ऊपर प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़े रखने वाले बात नहीं. Today our NPAs gross or net is at the lowest ever. इसीलिए एसेट क्वालिटी का कोई विषय ही नहीं.
Madam, is the government considering allowing banks who incur so much, who have provide for, put capital for these UPI payments, payment players also, there has been a long pending request that certain MDR of different type, on certain transaction category, is MDR being thought about going ahead now?
That's the last bit of your question is what you wanted instead of this entire story. If there's anything, I'll tell you. Thank you.